I was sitting in my chair, and he was like, "Do people not know how to wipe their feet?" And that
There's a trail of leaves all up and down the hall.
I joined in with him. I was like, "Yeah," and then I looked down. There's 2 little leaves right under my feet, and I was like, "Oh God, am I the one? Am I the one?
Are you the one?"
No, I'm sure I tracked some in.
Did I? Am I? Do I need to turn that high-powered microscope on myself and take a look?
This is an old man rant. Let me tell you how we handle these. Oh, okay.
You just dismiss.
Yeah.
Just placate and dismiss.
You just let him have his moment. The leaves are straight into the hallway. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're already on my short list, Biggie, because you snipped at me.
You were snipping. I mean, let me tell you. I want to give you, and I don't even know if Biggie's aware of it.
But he's on my list.
You came in today. We said our usual pleasantries, and then Chris Demm said, "Did you catch Ghostbusters over the weekend?" Because you had talked about possibly seeing Ghostbusters
Forever.
Yeah, you're a Ghostbusters fan from your childhood, and you said, "Of course not. I didn't have time." And I thought you were joking. I mean, we were off on Friday. I was like, "What?" And it's like, "Okay, really? Seriously, did you see it?" And he's like, "No, I didn't have time. I was driving. Goodbye." And down the hall you went, and we both, and Christian's like,
Snippy.
You didn't like it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I gave you all a snippy reply. Because I said, I didn't have time this weekend, and both of you, really? Which is any time I say now.
There was snip the judgment.
You pre-snipped. You pre-snipped that you did.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you pre-snipped.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's like getting a vasectomy in your 20s. You're pre-snipping.
All right.
You just pre-snipped
You
him.
vasectomied the conversation.
You did. You did. That's true. Did you happen to see Ghostbusters? I didn't have time.
When?
Yeah, right. I only had 72 hours.
All right. That's
no,
pre-snip.
I didn't see it. You idiot. And then you walk down the hall. And I thought, uh-oh.
Dragging leaves.
He's on just dragging leaves down the hallway. It's a busy week, probably. This way. And you're already looking ahead, I think, to your items you had to do today. There's a lot going on here. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up. You did not see the movie.
No, I did not. I actually did leave my house and have a busy weekend.
That's right.
Had to travel to Chris Demm's hometown.
That's right, Richmond,
Virginia, to pick up my cousin and bring her back to Charlotte, North Carolina.
How was the drive?
Very interesting. I haven't spent time with a 20-year-old in a while.
Oh, really? What are your insights?
I was trying to figure a lot of things out. You know, I was asking questions about what 20-year-olds like now.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of, how are you hanging out with friends, and lots of Zoom talk, and how she's doing classes, and very interesting insights.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what did you learn? What's the...
just things like they don't really, she was saying that she thought her age group was not as social.
Well, probably because they're on screens all the time.
And she said because we talk to each other all the time, but not in person. Or, I'm on, and she was on her phone constantly.
Snapping.
I believe that.
I asked her about TikTok. And she explained why she loves TikTok, and she said it is distracting, though, because it's set up where it goes video to video to video to video. She said, the next thing I know, I've been up till 3 a.m. when I should be asleep on TikTok.
I was watching a lot of TikTok videos this weekend. I recently downloaded TikTok.
We do.
If you missed this last week, a P1 listener sent me a video, said, you might like this on TikTok. But when I went to look at it, I had to download TikTok to get it. So I did. And then I looked up my son just for fun to see if he had been out on TikTok. There was one video. He was standing with a couple of other friends of his. I knew the friends. Wearing a shirt I'd seen many times. I didn't see his face. He had a garbage can over his head. And he was using a pool noodle as a phallic device. I mean, it was in his
frolicking
crotch area. And the other two were dancing around it in some sort of tribal sense. Saw it.
Some primitive, May Day ritual.
That's right. That's right. And when I showed this video to him and got my anger really revved up,
you're going to let him have it
to rip into him, he was doubled over laughing, saying how great it was. And then of all the gall, he took his phone to TikTok my reaction to his TikTok.
Yes.
What?
You can't do that.
What? What is this? So anyway, that's why I'm on TikTok. And yeah, he just laughed and laughed. And my wife, just as he walked away, she goes, you just completely failed as a parent. Because he then sent out a text to us. He said, oh my God, I have to
everybody who was in the video and his crew.
And they're all like laughing, sending their emojis back and forth.
Your old man's hilarious.
So I'm not trying to be hilarious. I was mad that he did this.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you this. She told me, because I asked about music. I said, how do you get your music? And she said she gets her music off TikTok. She said she'll hear a song she likes on TikTok. She'll go look it up. She started naming bands that I've never heard of that she likes. Huh. And you ready for this, though? I said, do you listen to the radio? And she said, actually, they just started like a campus radio station where she goes to VCU. Yeah. And she was really excited because one of her friends was on it.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, so we're still relevant there.
Darn right. Darn right.
I can relate to listening to music on TikTok. I went to Target trying to get the new Adele CD and it was sold out. I had to do 2 laps around the audio visual world.
Oh,
excuse me. I see the end cap, but there's nothing there.
You know what I saw about Adele? Let me tell you something. I'm into this Adele song. I'm into it now. Okay, I like Adele, and she was on an Australian radio station, and the host had not listened to the album. He said, "I haven't listened to it yet," and she got up and walked out. I said, "Good." I said, "Wow, you go, girl." That's what I was saying. Yeah, if he doesn't have the time to listen to it, then by golly, you get out. It was like the time we interviewed John Feinstein on his book.
Oh, yeah.
Which I, for the first time ever, raced.
You pulled an all-nighter.
I did. John Feinstein, who is a great sports personality and writer, had written a book about incredible coaches, college basketball coaches, and I emailed him to say, "Hey, can we interview you about this book?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll come on tomorrow. That'll give you enough time to read the book." And I was like, I don't have the book. I had to run to Barnes and Noble and buy the book. I bought a book.
Hopefully it's a short book, 488 pages.
I stayed up all night reading the book, and I wrote down 15 questions to ask him, and he just batted them all away.
Yeah.
Time and again, time and again. And then at the very end, which Chris Demm had not read the book at all, hadn't read a page of the book, because how would he? He didn't even know. He asked John Feinstein one question.
Hey, John, I've got a question. Over the years, when did because obviously you had amazing access to these men.
Yeah.
When did that sort of change in the college basketball atmosphere?
Yeah, it's a great question.
He never said great question. No one has ever said great question to me.
No.
Not one time.
And Chris Demm just waits till the end and comes in with one.
How'd you get access?
I'll remember you because of that. Not the other one.
I should have put that in the book.
How did I get access? What a question. I had talked to this guy for 20 minutes. I read the book. I had no sleep. I was going on no sleep. Chris Demm swoops in. Boom.
Yeah.
Now
it's a sniper. Can I ask you, Biggie, are you talking about the road trip? Or are you on
TikTok?
No,
I was going to ask you, is your wife on TikTok?
My wife?
Yes.
She, I think, does have the app because she is following her nephew's wife. She makes funny TikToks.
All right. So
she has, I think, an account.
Yes. I'm sorry. I've got my TikTok up.
Oh, you got it up.
Sorry. Whoops.
Hey, Daddy.
Sorry, I got my TikTok up. Apology. No, yesterday I got a message saying Mrs. Demmer wants to friend you on TikTok. And I was like, all right. So I hit, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. So then I thought, let me look what Ms. Demmer's doing. And said, oh, no, you can't. It's private.
She just wants to watch you.
Yeah. Well, I am 99% certain she's not created any content.
I've not created any content myself. So the two of us, just to let you know.
You're just lurking.
We're following each other, but neither one of us ever puts it
nothing. And seeing nothing.
But I thought it was really nice.
That's wonderful.
She thought of me. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I assumed it said Mrs. Demmer. I was like, okay, yeah, okay.
Probably not too many of those.
Follow you on TikTok. I don't know. I got to follow back, and here we are,
right.
following each other on TikTok.
Look at
doing
that.
Nothing. And I'll tell you something else. I started. So, what else? It'll be like 7 new videos for you to watch on TikTok. And I start watching them, and they're not. Most of them aren't any good.
No,
I mean,
and that's what I asked.
It's just junk.
I said, "What do you do?" And she's like, "I just watch it." She goes, "And nothing is like relevant or good.
Nothing any good."
She's like, "I just keep going though."
There are guys, and they some of them try to do little funny things, and they're okay. But then some of them are just like, I don't know, they're just like 15 seconds in somebody's life, and it's like, who do I care about this? It's really just what a time waster. But it does now; it goes right to the next. That's the key to it, I think.
So TikTok is big. We went into TV She has no clue what's on TV.
Network television.
Network television. She doesn't have cable.
Does she stream stuff?
She doesn't want cable. She streams certain things. But even that, I said, do you have a TV? She goes, well, we do. She goes, but it doesn't really work, so we never turn it on, and I mostly just watch on my tablet.
Wow.
I think they're really missing out on that. You get so much a better picture. You can still stream it through a nice TV.
Yeah,
they don't care about it.
They don't care about that. She wants in her own little area, in her own room.
With her earbuds in or whatever?
With her earbuds, and that's what it is.
I think they're missing out on that.
Oh, I agree. Look, we are TV people. We've said that.
We are TV. And you'd be proud of me. I caught up on the morning show.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Biggie's been chastising me because we're into the same shows, but I've been falling behind. Succession I'm going to do this weekend.
Yes.
The morning show is Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. And I made a huge error. As Biggie came in today, I said, I'm caught up on the morning show. I don't care about Reese Witherspoon's character and her relationship with her brother. There's a storyline.
Okay.
I don't either.
And I said,
I'm glad you said that.
I don't care her brother, who's like a drug addict, came back into her life. I was like, just get him out of here. I don't care anything about this, And then, as Biggie walked down the hall, I yelled at him, but I did like her lesbian relationship.
And I said I knew you would.
Yep.
I knew if I could get you to the lesbian relationship episode.
Yeah.
Hook, line,
I started
sinker,
binging it then.
Had there been a few more people in the building at the time, it might have been actionable.
Because I yelled at him. I was like, I loved her lesbian.
Love the lesbian part.
I knew you would.
Yep.
I owe you for that one.
Yeah. That was Witherspoon.
We'll talk after the show when you know who leaves. That's me.
When he goes to Target.
He goes ranting and raving about leaves.
Leaves.
Looking for adult compact
CDs.
discs.
Checking the bottoms of everyone's shoes.
Let me tell you something. Witherspoon, Margulies in a lesbian relationship, and I was there for it, as the youngsters say. I told my wife, I've been watching a lot of ER also with Juliana Margulies.
Oh, yeah.
So you're seeing two parts of her career.
Yeah, and I said, now Juliana Margulies is on this show, and I said to my wife, I think she looks as good today as she did 25 years ago in ER. And my wife said, do you? And walked out. And I that's what she doesn't like it when I comment on women who are aging well. A lot of times I'll say, man, she looks great. Just like I just watched her and she's 26 years ago. She looks the same. She's like, oh, is she? And walks out. You thought the same.
I thought the same. I thought.
I do.
And to me, I'm sure she's probably had some work done, but you couldn't tell.
Oh, agreed. I don't know that she has. I think she's aging well.
I thought she just looked. You're right. I thought that woman has not aged at all.
I bet she has a great diet. I really do. I think she looks more streamlined in shape.
Streamlined? Okay. What are you doing with your hands?
Thinner. I don't.
You carrying a baby?
She looks.
Hey, Megan, zoom in on him.
She looks more well put. Something about statuesque. Just this age really agrees with Juliana Margulies. I think.
I can see why you shouldn't say any of this around your wife.
I know. I do. I think she really.
Look at that body. Don't use the word statuesque around your wife.
She looks fantastic. You know who she reminds me of? Robin Wright, I saw her in Forrest Gump, and then years later in the House of Cards.
Yes.
She got better with age. She's like Chris Demm. They both like Chris Demm. They get better with age. Like a fine wine, they get better with age.
I'm not fighting my wrinkles. I'm not getting plumped. I'm not getting filled and plump.
I don't think Juliana Margulies is.
Everybody does.
I don't know.
Everybody does.
You think everybody's on Botox?
Everybody in that industry. Especially they have to.
I think a lot of people I think Botox is just half the people.
I think half the people you see on a daily basis in the store, coworkers, clients, are plumped and filled, especially women because of society.
I think you're right. I just came to that realization recently.
Fear, guilt, and shame. It runs the economy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Fear, guilt, and shame. If we didn't have those three things,
what a world!
The economy would. Yeah,
imagine
we'd probably be a lot happier, but the economy would.
The economy would look vastly different.
Yeah, fear, guilt, and shame. You want to look better. You're trying to keep up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Your butthole itches. Mm-hmm.
Man, my butthole does it. I got a lot. So many people have told me what to do with my butthole, and
most of it's unprintable.
Yeah. Well, so many people email and a lot say the same thing. Tell him to pull his head out of it. Okay,
or a variation on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some of that. I just caught up on emails yesterday for the first time in probably a month, and I just wanted to thank everyone. Hundreds of recipes for my butthole, and I just thought it was really great. Make an epoxy, make this, do this with a paste. I think I'm getting ready to do a baking soda SIDS bath.
Good.
That's next on the list.
Okay.
I've got that later. Somebody had emailed me that it really worked for them.
This is what I wanted, where it will sizzle when you get in.
Yeah. Like when you mix baking soda and vinegar together.
A junior high volcano.
Yeah. God, I used to love to make that. I made a junior high volcano a few times for class. I thought that was so great. And my friend, somebody told me to add like a little red food coloring to it to make it. Oh my God, that is so great. I don't know if kids are still doing that, but I loved mixing those two things.
I don't either.
I thought that was so cool.
Can we go back, Biggie, to your road trip a little bit?
Yeah.
How do you think, she's your cousin, right? Your girl cousin. How do you think she's telling her friends about her experience with cousin Biggie?
Yeah.
Probably that I asked a lot of questions. Probably that I tried to seem cool too, because I was trying to. That's how I started. I was trying to seem cool. I hadn't seen her in a while, and I said, "Oh, Richmond." I said, I spent a few of my seedier days when I was your age here, and I said, "What street has all the bars on it?" And she goes, "I don't know. I'm 20." And I was like,
Man, ouch. Really?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, she's not reached the drinking age yet. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but still, you'd think she'd know like the hot
Well, see,
spots.
and that's where we started going into. They don't do that. Like that age group does not. It sounds like they rarely get together in groups.
I just read, this is like America Inside the Numbers. Chris Demm saw this article too. They're not into sex. Like younger people are not as into sex as they used to be.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up.
They don't get they don't get together. They don't go out on
they
dates.
Don't. She said she kept referring to. I had been told by my uncle that she had a boyfriend, but she never said the term boyfriend. She said my friend. When I'm with my friend, when I hang out with my friend,
They hang out.
Yeah,
A lot of that.
and I was like, I don't know if she just doesn't want to say boyfriend because I'm family or what.
I had those sex stats. I don't know where they are. I've got some sex.
I'll tell you, it was an interesting 4 hours. I really to delve into the mind of a 20-year-old in today's world.
Yes. Well, I think you did good. Bridget.
I looked at it as a research project.
I agree. Bring information back here.
Yeah,
I
I did.
like it. I like that very much. It's good.